to be able to give me an answer. I want anyone to just raise up their hands and give me an answer if you have one. In layman's term, or in the regular, the usual, you just having thoughts of what digital marketing is. I'm sure most of us already have ideas of what it is, right? So in regular terms and in simple definitions, what would you say is digital marketing? So if you want to give me an answer, you just raise up your hand and I'll give you the floor. Anybody? Okay, Nkechi Daniel. Your hand is up.
Okay, hello, good morning, everyone.
Yeah,
So,
good morning.
I think so from the word digital, I think digital marketing has to do with using social media and digital tools to reach your target customers, telling them about your products using social media. I think that's the idea I have.
All right, thank you. Any other person? Anyone else? Let me see. Okay, Uko Patience.
Okay, sorry, I don't know how to raise up my hand.
Okay.
All I understand by digital marketing is you spreading the word, or bringing out your businesses online. Let the world see. Let people know what you are doing, and using so many social media to promote what you are doing. That's what I understand about digital marketing. Thank you.
All right, thank you too.
Can I contribute?
Yes.
Okay, digital marketing is also a way of making yourself visible through social media handles.
All right, thank you. Uko Patience, and after that, Uko Patience, there's Uko Patience and there's Ibio Patience, okay? Uko Patience, you have the floor.
Okay. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your voice is breaking up. I think you're having network issues. Patience, can you hear me? Uko Patience, can you hear me?
Digital marketing is the ability to use. Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, I can hear you now.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Hello?
I think your network is bad. Don't worry, you have the floor later on.
All right. Okay. Digital marketing is a strategy you put in place to make your business visible and attract.
Okay, I think our network is having issues. Your patience, please. Your patience. Go for it.
All right. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, ma'am.
All right. Digital market is the use of online channels such as websites, social media, email, and search engines to promote products and I feel like it includes the range of strategies to reach and engage with potential customers such as advertising, content creation, interactive campaigns. Basically, it's using the internet to connect with people and promote a business.
Okay, thank you. That was very detailed. Thank you. Okay, there are 3 other hands being raised. So I'll just attend to these 3 hands that are raised. Basirat, Funkes iPhone, and Lydia. So after those three, I think we'll just pause on that for now. Basirat, please. Basirat, Fruit Empire. Okay, guess she's not there. Funke's iPhone. I mean, that's what I can see on your name. Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma.
Okay. Good
All right.
morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good
I
morning.
think
This
it's
is Basirat.
digital marketing.
Okay.
Hello, ma. Hello, sir. I'm
Yeah, I
still
can
with
hear
you.
you. I can hear you.
Digital marketing is a new technology used to promote your market online in order to attract more audience or more customers.
Okay. Thank you. Basirat, you wanted to talk?
Okay. Basirat, this is Basirat.
Yeah.
Digital market is the use of any online means in buying and selling.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Is that the last person? Okay, Lydia Thompson.
Digital marketing is the use of digital platforms to promote and market our brand. And that includes everything on the internet, the social media, the website, webinars, and even email marketing in order to promote our business.
All right. Thank you. Any other person that wants to say something? Okay, the last person, following Taiwo. Funke's iPhone and Kufre patients, you can keep down your hand. After following Taiwo, that should be the last. Following Taiwo. Okay. Following Taiwo, are you there? Your hand is still up. Okay, Lydia Thompson has given me a response. Nifemi, you can't hear anything. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, Nifemi, you have to check from your device and the bottom, on the bottom left of your screen, you see the something that looks like a microphone. If you tap on it, you will see join audio. So you can join with, I think you join with cellular network, so you can be able to hear us. Okay, guys, well done. All answers are correct. Everyone give a correct answer. The answers all make sense. So just like you all said, digital marketing is simply first of all, we'll look at what is marketing, which is the normal marketing that we all know. Marketing is simply the promotion of goods and services, right? So if you want to market your product or your service, it means you want to promote them so that people are going to see your product and your services. That's exactly what marketing is, right? And you now want to now say digital. So if you add digital, it means the use of digital mediums to promote goods and services. Normal marketing is the normal promotion of goods and services like the door-to-door advertisement and every other form of marketing that has always been in existence from time, right? But digital marketing now is a whole different ball game where you are now using digital medium or digital media rather to promote your goods and services. Digital media ranging from smartphones, computers, and different media like social media, websites, email marketing, app marketing, and all of those stuffs, right? So let me just share my quickly. Hold on, just give me a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, can you guys see my screen?
It's still loading, sir.
Okay.
Okay. You can see it now.
All right, great. No one said something. Okay, not to me. All right, guys. So digital marketing, like I said, is the marketing of products or services using digital technologies, the internet, social media, or any other digital medium, right? And of course, just like every marketing that we know, there are going to be different strategies for marketing. Marketing is all about strategies, and it's determinant of the strategies that you use in pushing out your marketing efforts that will determine how far or how best or how well your marketing will go, right? So there are different strategies that are being used. Of course, there are the strategies, and then the strategies are being used in the medium or in the media that you want to use for it. Social media marketing, email marketing, search engine optimization, and various others, right? Now, the good thing about digital marketing is that it is data driven, right? It's driven by data and how best your data can be utilized to suit or solve a business marketing goals, right? Um, so unlike traditional methods of marketing, traditional methods of marketing still work. All right, guys, give me a second, please. Right, sorry about that. So, did I skip my screen? So digital marketing is driven by data and how best data can be utilized to suit a business marketing goals, right? For instance, in traditional methods of marketing, right? People do the regular marketing the traditional way, handbills, billboards, posters, um, radio adverts, newspaper publications, TV advertisements, right, and all of those stuff. But most times it is not well utilized because they do not have enough data to be able to amplify or make their marketing efforts better. And here's the thing, because if someone is putting out, let's say, handbills, right, you don't really know how many persons the handbills are going to get to, You don't know who are the persons that are actually interested or that will actually come from. So you're just dealing with numbers. It is not usually data driven. Say if you're using various methods of traditional marketing, which people still use today, that still works, right? You have to work with a lot of numbers because you are just trying to cast the net into the water and hopefully you get a lot of fishes, right? And compared to traditional methods of advertisement or marketing, right, like the billboards, print, radio, TV, digital marketing usually targets a particular set of persons that is relevant to your business or your organization. Yeah, because if for instance someone puts out a billboard, let's say your business has a billboard on the road, you're practically targeting everybody. You are not really targeting a particular set of people. You just have everybody who's passing through that road, every Tom, Dick, and Harry who's going to see the billboard, those who it is targeted at, and those who is not targeted at. And of course, the billboard has a very short time or short window to be able to actually capture people's attention, right? And it doesn't really target, the target is not particular. Same thing with radio and TV. If you put out a radio jingle, right, say for instance you put out yes, you have your target market who are people who are supposed to hear the jingle or who are supposed to listen to whatever you put out on radio to patronize your business. That's those who are going to be interested. But in the end you find out that the number of persons who might actually get, who are actually your target market to actually listen to those jingles might just be very few. One, and also you end up having to spend a lot of money to buy a lot of airtime. You have to buy multiple airtimes because if you want to put out an ad on radio and you really want it to convert, you cannot just put out one jingle and expect it to just play once. You have to put it out to be there multiple times, and that's going to be a lot of money. And for instance, say you are using like maybe raising maybe more than one radio station, for instance, say you're using um 3 radio stations to actually put out your adverts. People who are going to call you or people who are going to reach out to you, you might not really know exactly where they are coming from, right? So if someone calls you from radio, they'll just tell you, I heard your jingle on the radio. They don't really say this particular radio or this particular radio because, and you will not also want to ask them. So you know that because all of this information will make you understand, okay, this is where I'm getting most of my traffic from. This is where I'm getting most of my customers from at this particular station. So this is where I need to amplify my efforts. This is where I need to do more than I used to do before, right? You will not be able to do that because you don't really have enough information at your hands that will help you determine exactly what number of persons you're getting from that particular place and how best you can be able to um, amplify it so that you can get more, right? So that's where digital marketing has its advantage over traditional methods of marketing, right? Let's go for that. Why is my screen not moving? Yeah. So what are the benefits of digital marketing? I mean, the benefits of digital marketing cannot be overemphasized. There are a whole lot of them, right? Um, um, First of all, it helps you to, or it helps businesses to reach a wider audience and increase brand visibility, right? What we mean by brand visibility is making your brand to be seen, right? Making you reach a larger audience, because most brands, even the very big brands you see, the likes of Coca-Cola, the likes of Pepsi, they still take brand visibility very seriously. They still take it very, very seriously. That's why you still see them putting out ads every day. You still see them do digital campaigns. You see them do traditional methods of marketing. You see them put billboards. They already have a large customer base. They already have products that are very known, well popular, their awareness is wide, but they still take they are still very particular about brand visibility because they want to ensure that they are still seen in the market. Because the truth is, when you are not seen in the market, it is assumed by the market that you are no longer in existence. Or maybe people are always seeing maybe you're still producing. Let's say you have a product-based business, you're still producing, but people are not seeing your adverts and they're not seeing, like for these big brands, they are billboards. They just assume that, oh, maybe these people are no longer in the market. Maybe with the aspect of a lot of fakes these days now, some people might assume that these people no longer run ads, so maybe it's just fake products that are now available. So you see that digital marketing helps you to reach a wider audience because, first of all, there are billions of people on social media, right? Billions of people. The social media space houses virtually everybody now is virtually everybody is online. If I say social media, it's not just social media. Virtually everyone is online. Everyone is, of course, social media is more like the greatest. Everybody is on their phones. People are always on their phones. You get into a bus, people are pressing their phones. You walk into a room, people are on their phones. You get into a hall, people are on their phones, constantly on their phones, constantly checking their phones, right? And these people are at different places at different times in a day, and you see that you are able to reach a wider audience because you are able to really amplify your digital marketing efforts, and then you can also increase your brand visibility, your business visibility, so that your business is seen to more people, and in that way you even make more sales. Because imagine someone who has, say maybe you have a shop, right? Let's assume someone has a shop in a very strategic location. Say you have a shop that you sell clothes, maybe a boutique. Yes, your boutique is in a very strategic location. Yes, it's in a location that have uh, people are passing day by day. Influx of people are always trooping into that location, passing there on a daily basis. You have customers who come and patronize your shop, right? And but you don't take your digital you're not in the digital space. You're just in in particular location, right? You are not going to be able to reach the audience that someone who is even only on the digital space without a physical shop will reach, because you are confined to a location, you are confined to that particular spot that you are, right? So it's only people who are passing that spot that will see you. It's only people who pass that spot on a daily basis, people who pass that spot because they were going to somewhere, people who got to that location because they just got to that place, that are going to actually see you, right? But you don't have the luxury of reaching a very wide audience and having your brand visible. So that's why digital marketing is important. So it also helps to convert fans to customers who go on to become loyal customers and advocates of your business, right? Now here's the thing. When we talk about fans and we talk about customers, right? Um, for instance, you have let's say you have your business on Instagram and you post a lot of good stuffs on your Instagram platform, on your Instagram page, a lot of nice, engaging content, and you have people who are just your fans. For instance, myself, I have some pages that I follow on Instagram or on some social media spaces. I'm not a customer because I have not bought anything from them, but I follow their page and I'm their fan because I like the kind of stuff that they put out. I enjoy seeing their content, right? Just like a football fan who loves watching his team play ball, right? I'm not, football is also a business. I'm not a customer to them because I've not bought anything from the football club before, or made any purchase from the football club. So at that point in time, you're just a fan. But you can always use your digital marketing to be able to convert your fans to customers, because there are people that probably they are always seeing your contents on different platforms. They have been following your contents on different platforms. They have been following you up. They like the kind of stuff you do. At that point, they're just your fans. They are not your customers. But by using digital marketing very well and being able to actually amplify your efforts, you can convert these persons from fans to become customers, right? And they can now go on to become loyal customers. Loyal customers are those people who they bought from you now and they continue to buy from you again and again and again and become advocates of your business. And I'm sure we all know that it is easier to sell to somebody who has bought from you before than to sell to someone who has never bought from you. Because selling to someone who has bought from you before, you don't need much convincing, you don't need much work because the person has already tested your product before, the person already knows the worth and the quality of what you sell or the quality of your services that you render, right? But for a new person, you will have to start putting in a lot of effort from scratch. You have to do things that will convince them to trust you that you are actually the best person to either offer them your goods or services, right? So it can help convert these your fans to your customers, who can then go on to become loyal customers by buying from you again and again, and then become advocates of your business because they can now go on to tell other people that need your product or services that okay, I'm going to that when you now have referral, okay, I want wow, I like this your shoe. Where did you buy your shoe from? Oh, okay, I bought it from this person. They have become an advocate of your business at that point in time, right? They are not they have gone on to become people who are going to spread the word for you without you even paying a dime, right? Then we also have that it also helps you to target your advertisement to the right audience. For instance, just like I use the TV ad and radio ad. If you're doing a radio ad, it's just broad. Everybody listens to the radio, right? And sometimes these days, some people don't even listen to the radio. Oh, somebody's marking my screen. Who's marking my screen? Okay. Okay, so you can target your advertisement to the right audience because by the time, like I was using the radio and TV ad, for instance, if you're running an ad on radio or you're running an ad on TV, right? It's mostly going to be people who listen to the radio at that particular point in time that will hear it or that will see your ad, right? And they also might not really be your target audience. I remember one time when excuse me, one time we ran an ad and the ad was supposed to be for people who want to enroll in an acting class register, and we're having people call us that they have not eaten for days, right? You see how that was to us. It was like, why would this kind of people be calling us? Because it didn't really get to our target market, to our target audience, right? So with digital marketing, right, you can actually target the right audience you want. Because if you want to do an ad now, you have to choose the kind of audience you want to see your ad. People who are going to be interested in it, people who the ad is going to be relevant to them, right, based on their behavior and based on what the algorithm has already noted on the platforms, right? Because the whole digital space algorithm is so good because of how high technology it is, that it can be able to actually pick people's interest and see what people actually like. For instance, let me give you an instance. You go online, right, and you watch, let's see, a video of let's see, for instance, I used to watch some of these videos where people play with wild animals. These Arab guys have wild animals as pets, right? Sometimes I see the videos and I see some wild animal videos, right? The algorithm has picked up my device, my smartphone, my my account as a platform or as an account that loves or that likes this kind of content or this kind of stuff, and it keeps pulling them to my face, right? So it means that if maybe someone is running an ad for animals, right, that rare animal, wild animals, or any of those kind of stuff, the ad will come to my place because they have seen me, the algorithm has seen me as someone who is interested in that kind of stuff. You get it? So that's how the whole advertisement online works. So the algorithm already knows what certain people like based on their behavior online, based on the kind of things that they're already interested in. So if you run an ad, it can be more targeted to reach the right set of people. Right. Sometimes, of course, it doesn't always work like that. Sometimes it still gets to certain people because, of course, nothing is perfect. But the possibility, the success rate is going to be higher than getting to people that you don't necessarily need your ad. Right. Digital marketing is cost effective compared to traditional methods of marketing. Right. This is very true. So it's more cost effective. So when we talk about cost effective, right, to run ads on the digital space is quite cheaper, right, than running ads in physical. If you want to run a radio ad, just like we talk about radio jingles, it's quite expensive because you have to pay for airtime, right? And of course, you're not going to be paying for one, and you have to pay for multiple slots, and these multiple slots will cost you some good sum of money, right? Because and you'll still be the one to prepare your jingle yourself. You'll be the one to prepare the jingle. You'll be the one to prepare whatever you want to prepare, and you give it to them. Their own is just to run it for you, right? And they have peak periods where they will tell you that in those peak periods, if you have to pay more for those periods of the day or of the week, just like TV ad as well, right? If you want to run a TV ad, you will likely pay more on a Sunday if you want your ad to run on a Sunday evening by 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. because it is assumed, or it's not just assumed because that's what actually happens. Now Sunday is the day where people are relaxed. Most of them have gone to church and they're back, right? People who do not go for any functions. Most functions are on Saturday, maybe a few on Sundays, right? But people who do not go for functions are at home sitting down in front of their TV and just chilling by 6 p.m. so that they can prepare for work the next day being Monday. So it is assumed that more people are glued to their screen, so they are going to charge you more, right? And to run TV ads or to run radio ads are very much expensive. Same thing with billboards. Billboards are so expensive, right? If you look at most of the billboards, you see that it's very big brands that actually use billboards, and you see that those billboards are very, very expensive, right? Because to keep a billboard for just a week, sometimes you have to pay as much as 200, 300,000 to even 500,000. Depends on the billboard, depends on the location of the billboard and the kind of billboard that it is, right? So you see all of these stuff are quite super expensive. But in the digital marketing space, it's quite cost effective to actually market, right? Because I mean, sometimes your content can even go organically well. When we talk about organic means without ads, without paying any money. Inorganic is when you pay money or when you run ads. Sometimes your content can actually go organically, and even when you decide to want to pay money to maybe run advertisements, you are paying lesser, and you still reach more people than when you actually use traditional methods of marketing. So you see how digital marketing has a whole lot of benefits that are attached to it, right? Brands and businesses can measure the results of their marketing efforts. I've talked about this. You can always measure the results. There are the analytics sections where you can check out what is going on, how many people like your posts, where your post is reaching, the kind of interaction your post is getting, the post that is doing better. So the things that are doing better and things that are not, right? The kind of things you need to be putting out more that's going to make people get more engaged. All these things inform how you are going to be able to put out your marketing efforts, right? And you can measure the results. If the thing is working, if it's not working, you know what is working, you know what is not working, you know what to put out, and you know what not to put out, right? It also helps you build great relationship with your customers, right? So any place you see brand, I'll talk about you because you're the business owner, you are the brand, maybe your own business, a service that you render, right? It helps you build good relationship with your customers because most customers now, in short, most people now would prefer to um, um, the first place they go to lay complaints. They don't call anymore. People don't have time to call customer care. The first place they go to lay their complaints is on the digital space, right? They will come to your social media platform maybe to lay complaint. It can, that aside that, you also build a relationship with your customers because you can be able to interact with them. You can be able to react to their comments. If you have good comments, you and even the bad ones, you can be able to claim them. You can be able to have a good relationship with them using digital space. Digital can also help you stay, helps you stay ahead of your competitors, right? There are a lot of competition everywhere. As much as we are not all competing with anybody, we are competing with ourselves. There's still competition, right? In this life, there will always be competition, and you will always have competitors in the market, right? So it helps you stay ahead of your competitors. It gives you the best return on investment when done properly. Every business is looking to get return on investment, right? Every business is looking to make money. Nobody's going to do business to just do business for business purposes, right? You have competitions and you want to make money, because if you don't make money, the other people will be making the money for you. So it helps you drive a return on investment, right? So that's on that for the benefits of digital marketing. Is there any questions so far before we move on? Any question?
Thank you for the lecture so far. We can relate to all these things you are saying. I personally can relate because I have seen it play out. Being a digital age, we've seen a lot of advertisements online. We've seen how companies have engaged, their customers online. So so far so good. There are a whole lot of benefits using digital marketing, which I personally have seen. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Let's move on then. So of course, when you're coming to market online, there are certain questions you have to ask yourself as a business, as a brand. These questions are going to inform how best you're going to be able to offer your services online, right? You want to know exactly who you are as a business or as a brand. Who am I? So you need to have a clear understanding of your mission and the values of your business, the visions of your business. These are the things that are going to keep you in check. These are the things that are going to keep you, that is going to keep your business afloat. By the time you understand your mission, your vision, the value of your business, you will be able to know exactly whom you are, who you are offering your services to, right? So you don't be scattered. So you don't be scattered everywhere, right? So that's the first question you need to ask yourself. Who am I as a business? What are the mission? What are the missions of my business? What's the vision I have for this business? What are the values of my brand? What is the reason that this my business, my company, my brand exists? Right. So you need to ask yourself those questions first things. Then the next question is, what do you have to offer? Right. This is where you consider your product or your services. And you need to have what we call a unique selling point, a USP, that makes you stand out from your competitors. Because the truth is that virtually there's nothing new, right? Yes, in as much as they are competitors, you don't have to pay attention to them. While as much as you pay attention to how best they are doing their stuff so they don't beat you out of the market, you are also paying attention to yourself, right? And your unique selling points. What is the thing that makes me unique? What's that thing that makes my own business unique? That makes it different from these other people's business? What differentiates us, right? Coke and Pepsi are competitors. Almost same thing, same product, same type of stuff, right? But there's a difference in the taste of both products. Coke has its own unique taste that makes it unique and different. Otherwise, there will be no difference from Coke and Pepsi, right? They sell for almost the same price, so pricing is not really the difference. So you see that you need to have a unique selling proposition, a unique selling point. Is it your customer relationship with your customers that makes you unique and makes you different from the other brands? Is it your type of delivery? Is it your price? Is it your product, the quality of your product, right? Is it the way you market your products that makes you different? What makes you different from others who are doing the same thing that you are doing, right? Funke Akindele has grossed over 1 point something billion with her movie. And that's because there was really nothing special about the film. There was really nothing special, nothing unique in the movie. What was that? A Tribe Called Judah. There was really nothing different from what we have been seeing in the past. But what made her stand out or made her different from people who have not grossed that amount is the kind of efforts that she put in for her PR, for publicity of her film, right? And you can see how the publicity has been going on largely different places, different people, and it's making her stand out. So that's her own unique selling point. So you need to discover yours as well. That will make you stand out from your competitors. Now, the next question you ask yourself is, where am I in the market? Right? This is where you understand your position in the market, right? This is where you understand the position in the market. You understand where you are. Now you understand, okay, as if I'm coming into the market, what's my position? Am I in at the top of the pyramid, being at the highest level of the market, in this business? What kind of competitors do I have? Right? Are my competitors based in this country or are they based outside? Are my competitors many or are they few? Right? You also look at the ones that are your competitors. What are they doing? And what are they doing that you're not, that you look at what they are doing and then you try to do better, right? So you understand your position and that of your competitors in the market. You understand, okay, this market, because it's not every market that has high competition. There are markets that the competition is low, right? There are not much people doing the business. There are not much people in that particular market, right? And there are markets that the competition is very high, that there are a lot of people doing the same thing. A lot of people selling the same thing, right? And different people have their own unique selling point. Some have the pricing, some have products, some have different types of points, right? So you understand your competition, understand your position, and try to do better, and try to see how you can improve your efforts, right? Now the next is, why do you have to market online, right? That's a very important question. Why do I have to market online? Why go online, right? Because you need to know your why, right? You need to know your why. You need to know, why am I doing this thing that I'm doing? Because if you don't know, the truth, the honest truth is that marketing or business, digital marketing, doing business online, doing digital marketing, putting digital marketing efforts can be frustrating, because you might be putting a lot of effort, spending a lot of money, but you might not be getting the results you want at the time, right? And there is this urge that makes you feel like you should give up, or you are a failure, or maybe you don't know what you're doing and people are doing better than you. All of those questions will always come into your head. That lack of instant gratification, right? But it is the why that will keep you in the market. It is the why, because the challenges will come, and if your why is not strong enough to keep you in business, right, you will fall off at the challenges that will actually rush and come your way, because the business world is very challenging. Selling anything is very challenging, especially when you're starting out. It's going to be very challenging. People don't know you in the market. You're trying to get known. You're trying to build yourself, establish yourself in the market, and you'll be doing so many things for a very long time. and look as if you're not doing things properly, you're not doing it the right way, you're not getting the kind of results you want, right? But you just have to keep amplifying your efforts and know exactly why you are online to market so that you don't fall off at the challenges that come your way, right? That's the next slide. Now, the next one you ask is, who are your clients, right? Who is my target audience? Who is my target market, right? Because every business has its target market. Every business has its target audience. And you need to understand who your target markets are. If not, you end up wasting your marketing efforts, right? And you'll be putting out things that are irrelevant to your audience. You'll be putting out things that are irrelevant to your markets, right? So you need to research your target markets. You do what we call the buyer persona, and you understand their needs and tailor your marketing goals to suit those needs, right? See, these things are very important. They're as important as whatever other thing you want to do online, because you need to know who are your target markets. And of course, knowing who your target market are is dependent on what you're selling, from what you're selling, from the kind of goods you're selling. For those who have been doing businesses before, you can determine your target market from people who have bought from you before, right? That does not still negate the fact that you still need to do more research to know who exactly are the people that are supposed to buy from you. Who are the people that will most likely buy your products the most, right? If not, you end up putting out things that are irrelevant to your audience. For instance, someone who sells children wears, say you sell children clothing, baby wears or whatever, your target market are parents who have children, babies. Let's say you're selling baby. Let's be specific now. Say you're selling baby items. You sell baby wears for toddlers, people who are between, let's say, some few months to some few months to a few years old to maybe 2 years old. Your target is going to be nursing mothers or nursing parents who just give birth to kids, people who are just grooming a babies, right? Those are going to be your target market. So whatever you're going to be putting out, whatever you're going to be putting out is not going to be you're going to be putting out stuffs that are going to be relevant to these people. Because if you're going to put out something that people who already have very matured kids is what they are going to be seeing, right? People who have children who are already teenagers, maybe 15 years old to 20 years old. They are maybe their first child, their last child is 15 years old, and they already have children who are kids who are adults. You end up wasting your marketing efforts because it is not for them. They are not your target market. They are not your target audience, right? Same thing with let's say people who sell, let's say you're selling stuffs for older people. So you're selling products for elderly people, right? You will not go and be putting out things that young people, people who are younger, let's say you're selling products for people who are between the ages of 50 to 65 years old or thereabouts. You're not going to be putting out some contents or efforts that people who are between 20 to 30 to 40 will be relating to. You have to put something that is going to speak to people who are between that age grade or that age group that you want to market to, right? So you need to understand who your target markets are, right? You need to do your research on your target market, and then you draft the buyer persona. That's what we call a buyer persona. This buyer persona will help you to understand your audience needs and tailor your marketing goals to suit those needs, right? Because from the buyer persona, you know their demography, you know their location, their geographic location, where are they located, you know the kind of things that they like to do, you know the kind of jobs that they are doing, you know their pain points. Right? You'll be able to discover their pain points, you'll be able to discover their challenges, you're able to discover their goals, and then you can now know how your business can come in to solve those challenges and help them achieve those goals rather, right? So it is very important that you know who your target markets are, and you do that by doing a research, right? And having creating a buyer persona to be able to understand who your target market are, right? And of course, you also know who your competitors are, right? So there are actually three types of three competitor categories, right? We have the direct competitors, we have the niche competitors, and we have the substitute products, right? This is for competition. So for competitors, the direct competitors are people who sell exactly the same thing that you do, who sell exactly the same thing you sell, who offer exactly the same services that you offer, right? So, for instance, you're selling what they call it now, clothes. People who are selling exactly the same thing, who are selling clothes just like you, right, are your direct competitors. Then we have the niche competitors, niche, N-I-C-H-E. Now, the niche competitors are people who do not sell exactly the same thing you sell, but sell things within that, for, let's say, fashion. Fashion is a niche, right? Clothing and fashion is a niche. So your niche competitors are people who sell things in the clothing and fashion industry. So say you sell clothes. Someone who sells shoes is your niche competitor, because he's not selling clothes, but he's selling shoes, which are in the fashion brand or in the fashion market. So that person is a niche competitor. So someone who sells, I've talked about shoes, right? Shoes is, of course, sells maybe caps, only caps. That person is a niche competitor, right? So then we have substitute products, right? Substitute products are products or products that if people do not use this particular product that you're selling, right, they can always substitute to use this other one. What do I as an example now? Clothes will not give us that example very well. Okay, let's say for instance, the banks, right? If you don't put your money in the bank, you don't want to save your money in the bank, any of the banks, whether the regular banks that we have or the other ones, right? You can decide to say, okay, I don't want to put my money in the bank. I want to do contribution, monthly contribution that I will withdraw at the end of the month, right? So that contribution now has become a substitute product because you don't want to use the bank, right? You are now using the substitute, being the contribution. So you're not using the substitute, being the contribution, right? And those are the different type of competitors that are in the market that are available in the niche, right? So we want to understand all of these stuffs for you to be able to market very well or do your marketing properly online, right? So in order for you to be able to do your research, right, you can put out I mean, it depends that all of these things are also dependent on the kind of businesses that you do, right? But I feel like most businesses, and if you want to take them really far, you need to really do a research to know exactly who your markets are, right? And we can do this research by either a one-on-one conversation, which is most usually the most effective and the best, right? Because sitting down with someone one-on-one, someone that is interested in your business, or that you want to do a research, right? You sit down with them one-on-one and you have a conversation. The conversation, you're asking them, maybe mildly asking them questions, and they're giving you answers, right? Now, these people are giving you answers based on the pains that they feel and the challenges that they have, right? You now know exactly what they are looking at to gain. You can now know, okay, this is the goals of these people. This is what they want to achieve. But these are the challenges that they are having in the market and they have not been able to achieve it. So how do I make my own marketing better to be able to solve their problem, right? So one-on-one is usually the very best way to have um, a conversation with people and get to know exactly what their pain points are, exactly what they are feeling, and how best you can be able to solve it, right? But the other way is to create a survey, right? We have what we call an online survey, where you create a form and then you use this form as a survey to reach out to these people, right? And then sorry guys, a moment. All right, so you do online surveys. You have a survey form that you can fill, right? And you can do these surveys by using as simple as a Google form to be able to create a survey that you want to push out to the general market or to the audience for them. Maybe sometimes this survey can just be to even just your WhatsApp list, right? Your people that view your WhatsApp status. Maybe you don't want to push it online practically. You can say, okay, let's just push it to people on my WhatsApp so that I can really understand the pain points that people are feeling, especially when you want to start a new business, especially when you want to go into a new line of business. Because sometimes we just imagine, oh, let's just get into this business, right? Oh, I have the money. Let me just, this business is going, I think this business is going to be good. Let me go into it. Without really understanding exactly what the business entails, exactly what the market entails, and how best you can be able to solve their problem, right? So let's you can, but by doing a research, maybe having one-on-one conversations, like I said, or doing a survey and asking people to fill out to be able to tell you exactly what their pain points are, can help you really understand better how to solve these people's problems, right? And what your target markets are and what exactly you're looking at solving, and then help you prepare a buyer persona. We might not really look at the buyer persona, but let's, because if you understand the problems, you know how to solve it. But let's look at how quickly we can do a survey that you can push out for people to actually fill out, right? And give you their pain points and tell you exactly what they feel and exactly how best you can be able to help solve their problem, right? So you can do that with a Google form. I don't know. I'm sure some of us are conversant with using Google Forms, but let's just use a Google form, for instance, right? Google form is the simplest one to do. You can do it with your phone. You can do it with your with a PC. Depends, right? It's something that you can actually fix up anywhere. So let's say we are using a Google form. Let's open account. So let me share a new screen. All right, guys, you guys can see my screen, right? So this is Google Chrome. This is a Chrome browser, and this is where you can find a Google form. I'm sure you're going to see some of them down that I've used in the past. Right, so if you want to access a Google form, you just simply go down to this 6 dots down the right hand of your screen, right? And if you are using a smartphone, you can see them on the Google Apps. You can see them on Google Apps, right? Google has their apps. So on a PC, you're going to see it here, right here, Google Apps. And if you scroll down, you're going to see all the Google Apps. These are the various Google apps that are available: YouTube, Play Store, Gmail, Google Meet, Chat, Contacts, where you can save your contacts, Google Drive, and all of this, right? But we are not interested in this right now. We're looking at the Google form. So if you scroll down, you see forms, right? This is a form. This is a Google form, right? And then you click on the forms, and it's going to open up the forms for you, right? They already have templates that have been prepared, templates that you can edit and use, right? But we want to do something from scratch, right? This is templates for events, RSVP, party invite, t-shirt sign up, contact information, and all of those stuff, right? But let's say we want to do a blank form, want to start a form from afresh. So you click on this plus here and just click on blank form, and it's going to open up a form for you, right? And you have this form that you want to prepare, questions that you want to ask people for them to be able to help you solve for them to be able, for you to be able to understand exactly who your target market are, so you know exactly what you want to do, or you understand their pain points and know exactly what you'd like to do, right? So we'll choose a business that we want to create questions for. All right, guys, give me a business. Let's choose a business we like to create questions for.
Fruity Empire.
Fish farming.
Fish farming. All right, fish farming. Is it fish farming per se, or okay, let's see what we can work with that.
Catfish production.
Catfish production. Okay, let's see. So let's see. Let's see. We want to title this form. I want to call this form let's say catfish. I'm thinking of what to title the form. Let's say we call this understanding catfish consumption. I mean, this is just off the top of my head. You can always do something better, right? Then we go here to describe the form, which you can now describe your form in very brief details. You can now say this survey is to understand your catfish. Let's say you can say, and this is to this can we use around service. This survey is to understand how you enjoy your catfish. Yeah, if you
How you
love,
can enjoy.
if you love, or if you like catfish. And how best you would want to see it, or how best you would want to see it's produced and consumed. I mean, this is just off the top of my head. I don't I'm just getting things off my head, right? Nothing really serious, but I just want you to understand how this stuff works, right? This is not exactly a very good description, but the description should be plain and tell exactly what you want to get. This can take your time a lot. You see, this thing, it takes time sometimes to be able to create a survey. And then you can now go down to give them a disclaimer and say, can see something like every information disclosed will not be used for or will not be used for any purpose other than the reason it was intended without your prior permission. Right, just kind of trying to tell them, okay, any information you're giving to us, we're not going to disclose it outside, right? Sometimes that's not necessary, sometimes it's necessary. It depends on the kind of business you have and the kind of information that you're going to take from the people who are going to be filling your form, right? And you now go down to start asking them relevant questions that are going to be for your business. I don't always advise that you ask for name first, because I mean, you want to know exactly what these people are passing through. So name might not really be the first thing, but I mean, you can also use names. Some people use names, but I don't like it. So you can start by finding out their demographic information. This is to know exactly the kind of age group that consumes more of catfish. So you know exactly how the kind of people, you know, the kind of age group you're dealing with. So we can start with age, right? And then we change this from a short answer text. So this is where you change your text. So if you put a question here, you have short answer text, right? That's if you want them to write their age, right? But you don't want that. So you want to give them options that they can choose. So we come down to this place where you have this button and you click on it and you change this to a multiple choice question, right? And then you give them options. So you want to be able to give them options in ranges. So we can say 18 to 25, or we can do it more. We can now say 25 to 40, right? Can come down here and say 40 to 50. We can say 50 to 60, and then the last one can be 60 and above. Right? So that they just pick the age range that they are. Right? So you know exactly what's the age range of people that will likely consume my product, which age range will likely consume my product more. Right? First things first. They're not adding order. So now you add the next question. So if you want to add the question, you come here, this plus sign, and you add a question, right? And the next question would be occupation. Let's say occupation, right? So you know exactly the kind of jobs these people do that like catfish or that will most likely consume catfish. Because I think catfish is quite expensive now. So if you seek occupation, right, this one can now be a short answer, because you cannot exhaust occupations, right? So let them be able to tell you exactly what their occupation is. And then we'll add another question, right? And we can see here, I mean, if your business is location based, right, you can add location, right? And you can also leave it a short answer. if you're within a particular territory. Or we can see location, maybe to know where people, is it rural people, is it people in the rural areas, or people in urban areas, or people in this kind of areas. I mean, you can do that, right? But I would just prefer to just leave it a short answer. And then I can now dive down and go into the serious question, right? And ask a question like, do you like catfish? Right? Do you like catfish? Right? And then you can now give them options of yes, no, and maybe. But we did not add age. Yes, okay, we added age. We did not add gender. You can always add gender as well, so you know the gender that consumes it more, right? So you now ask, do you like catfish, which is a more serious question. So they can tell you if they like catfish or not, right? And then you come down here, and most likely, most probably, some people will tell you yes, some people will tell you no, right? Now, maybe, of course, for those who like catfish, you might not really want to know why they like it. But for people who tell you no, you can now ask them, if no, right? What? Because this can be something that you can build upon and do a content for people that do not like catfish to start liking catfish, right? Then you can say, if no, what made you, or what are your reasons for not liking catfish? I mean, these questions are dependent on a business type, right? Not every business are going to have the same kind of question. So let's say you say, if no, what are the reasons for not liking catfish? And then you can give them options, or you can leave them to explain. This is a long answer text if you want them to really explain. If you have options, which I think you can give them, there are options like the way it is being bred or cultivated, the way it is being sold in the market. Some people will tell you that they don't like the way it is being sold in the market. Some people will tell you that the first time they ate it, it was not properly prepared or it was not properly cooked, right? So these are different options that people might have. You want to allow them to tell you exactly why they don't like catfish. These questions are just coming off the top of my head. Anyways, so this is for people who do not like catfish, right? For people who like catfish, right? You can now come down here to see if yes, that's for people who choose yes, comma, how do you like to consume your catfish? How would you like, or how do you consume your catfish? Because the catfish, the question, the form is catfish consumption. Right? And you can then give them options, right? You can then give them options here. This one now has to be not a multiple choice, but this one has to be a checkbox. Because some people consume things in different formats, right? So you can then give them options like, some people like it when it is fresh. Some people like it when it is steamed. How did they call it?
Smoked.
So, smoked, yeah, smoked. Some people like it smoked. Some like it. What are the other options that are available?
Fried.
Yes. Fried. Some like it. Which one that is? I mean, if you have options, exhaust the options. Why I gave check boxes is because at this particular point, some people will prefer it in different varieties. Notice that some people that don't like it boiled, some people don't like it fresh, some people don't like it fried. But there are some people that like it, they like to consume it both smoked and fried, or like to consume it this way or this way. So those people, you're going to give them this option, these check boxes, so that they can tick as many boxes as they like. I mean, if you have more boxes, you can always add. I don't know what else to add there, so I can just leave that at order, right? You can always add more boxes, right? I don't want the questions to get too long. So we have age, we have occupation, we have location. We have the first question, do you like catfish? But then tell you why, if yes and if no. And if no, what are the reasons for not liking catfish? This is going to let you understand exactly why they don't like catfish. So you know the challenges that makes them not to like catfish. And I think that's why I left it a long answer text, because some people want to explain that, oh, the first time they ate it, it was very terrible, or the way it was prepared for them, it was wrong, or the way they saw it being read, right? People have different reasons that you might not know of. So this is going to help you understand exactly how these people like their catfish, or if they don't like it and why. So we have this question: if yes, how do you consume your catfish? If you're the person writing this one, what will be your next question? Let me hear from you guys. What will be your next question in mind? Anybody wants to give me a suggestion?
I think we consider how much they'll be willing to pay as
How
well.
much?
They'll be willing to pay.
Pay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. If you find a catfish catfish that suits your taste, let's put it like that, how much would you be willing to pay? Yeah. Right. Although I'm having a problem, I'm still considering this question. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. If I want to add that question, how much would they be willing to pay?
We can ask how often can you eat catfish?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's the question. How do you consume your catfish? So the next question should be how often, because you want to know how often people eat their catfish. Some people eat it all the time. Some people don't eat it all the time. How often do you consume catfish? Right, and then you have the option of daily. Yeah, we'll call patience. You hand this up. Daily, weekly, seldomly, never. Right? Monthly, weekly, occasionally.
Okay. You can also ask what
Sorry, your line is breaking up really bad.
you like
Hmm? Can you type it, please? I can't hear you. Please just type in the chat box. Thank you. So we have daily, weekly, occasionally, never, right? So you know exactly how often they like to consume their catfish, right? Either occasionally, either never. Igbo patience, Kufre. You hand this up, okay? How do you source for catfish? Yeah, nice question too.
So another question could be, how do you like your catfish? If it's roasted or fresh?
Yeah, I think we've asked that. We've asked that. So I like this question. How do you source for your catfish? Yeah, that's a very valid question to ask. How do they source for their catfish? Right. So you know how they source for it. I think it's in the market, but it's also a nice question. So I want to add it somewhere. Yeah, let's add it down here. Some questions can come at the top, but let's add it down here. If you want to move a question, maybe you feel like the position of the question does not really suit where it's supposed to be, maybe you want to move it up. Let's say I want to move how often do you consume catfish up, right? I can decide to push it this way and it will come up to this spot, right? And it will be there. And you can see now how often do you consume your catfish is up, and then if yes, how do you consume catfish down? So I want to move it back upward, right? Come here. Don't go far. So let's leave it like this, right? And yeah, how would you like it to be delivered? Okay, nice question. That's for people who actually eat it. How do you source for your catfish, right? Okay, so we can add this your this thing. How do you source for catfish? Yeah, so that's where we want to add this question now. Can you purchase online? How do you source for your catfish? Question mark. So the first question will now be the local market, right? The first question will be the local market. The second will be a catfish farm. That's for those who go to the farm directly to buy. The next one will be an online stores. So you know people who want to buy on online stores, the number of people that buy from online stores, right? And the next one can be home delivery. Right? You can add that home delivery here. I think it's supposed to be there. And then you have others, just in case there are other options that you do not have. So these questions I think are quite okay for me. I can add one last question that can say something like maybe you have a catfish shop and you want to be delivering to people. Right? Let's say
We
your
can
business.
say, how much can you pay for a 1 kg of catfish?
See, you don't want to ask them about anything that determines money at this point in time, right? You're trying to do research, so leave the pricing so that the seller can determine what his turnover would look like. Okay, pricing. Determining price, right, is a dependent variable, because even if they tell you how much they want to pay and you want to know how much you fix your price, it's also going to be dependent on how much are the cost of materials that your cost of production, right? So that question might really not be so cool in a questionnaire, right? We might just skip that. You want to understand their behavior first so that you know exactly from all of these things that you even ask, you will know, and from your market research, the price determinant can even be from competitors. So you know how much your competitors are selling, right? And of course, prices depends on like the size of the fish, depends on your cost of production and all of those other stuff, right? So we've asked them, how do you source for your catfish online? Now we can decide to now ask them, would you be comfortable? I mean, for those some people will choose online stores, right? You can now ask them, would you be comfortable? Okay. I'm trying to think of a question now.
I'm sorry, facilitator. Good morning. I just wanted to concerning the pricing thing. So yeah, we're dealing with catfish, which is very common. It's not a very scarce commodity, and it's not something that you're introducing to the market for the first time. So the pricing is already out there. So there's no need to actually ask them about the pricing now, because this is fish, right? If you're dealing with something that maybe you formulated or you produce or something, or something a bit more new or novel going to the market, and you don't know how people are going to react to it, you can ask, how much would they be able to pay? Maybe, for instance, maybe if we've never had something like spa, you understand? And you'd be like, okay, so how much do you think you'll be able to pay for just a spa treatment on, for 30 minutes? How much do you think you'll be able to pay for that? Or how much do you think that service worth? But now we have spas everywhere. You cannot be asking someone how much would they be able to pay when we have people charging way higher and all of that. Same thing with the catfish. You can go to a store, a supermarket, a grill place, and they sell it for 5,000. Somebody else somewhere in one hotel they sell it for 10,000. But that's it. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's why I didn't ask the price too, because I'm also thinking, I mean, I don't really, you can't really ask the price. Price is a factor that you can't really determine, especially it's a common commodity, but sometimes there's the scarcity and demand and supply chain that might actually make the price differ at different points in time, right? So we've asked over how many questions now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. And these questions should not be more than 10. So we are rounding up this question here, right? And we want to ask them maybe one last question that can help them explain something else. I mean, we already have here where they can tell us their reasons for those who do not like catfish, right? And then you might want to ask them something that will so now let me think of something really quickly. Catfish, what exactly? I don't really eat catfish that much. I don't really like it. Okay, so let me think. Would you okay, so I'm trying to look at how we can add something that well, these questions seem like they are okay, right? But you might also want to maybe slightly nip in your business, right? You can decide to see, would you be willing to try our own catfish, right? Maybe just gently, slightly, not like you're pressing the business on them, not like you're trying to push a whole marketing. You've already done your research and gotten what you want. Right now, you're just willing to find out if people are going to be willing to try your own catfish products. Will you be willing to try our catfish products, right? And you give them the option of yes, no, maybe. You get people that will actually tell you yes, and someone that will tell you no, and someone that will tell you maybe, and someone that will tell you maybe. And you can add order, because this maybe the last order might have some explanation that they might say, it depends on what you're selling and all of those stuff, right? And then maybe a last question that now says, if yes, the last question can now be something like, if yes, please give us your contact details so we can be able to contact you, right? Or give you more information about it, right? Or you can say, would you be willing to get more information about our catfish products and try them,
Hello, sir.
right?
Sorry for cutting you. Please, I think we can also add which states are they answering this survey for. I think that way we'll be able to know where most of these are.
There's location. There's location here.
I didn't hear that before. Sorry, sir.
Yeah, there's location. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, so this is going to be the last question on the form, right? We've now asked them if yes, if they were willing to try our own catfish products, right? Or our own catfish variety of products. That I don't know if catfish are variety, I don't know. I've not so covered with the market, right? So the last question can now be if yes, comma, kindly give us your give us this question. Of course, this is not really necessary, right? If you just want to stick to the survey alone, just do your survey, find out what you want to find out, and move on, right, with it. But if maybe you want to gently take contact details of people that might be your potential clients, maybe you want to reach out to them via one media. Maybe you want to reach out to them via one media or the other, right? You can now click kindly give us your details so we can contact you or something like that, right? Or but I'm thinking I should leave it, right? So let's leave this. So would you be willing to try out our catfish product? Yes, no, maybe. So people the number of people that are looking to maybe try out that is now, if maybe the catfish has a different variety, a different brand, a different flavor, I don't know, you can decide to say, would you be willing to try a new catfish variety? I don't know if it does, I'm not sure, right? But if it does, you can add that, a new catfish variety or a new catfish product different from the ones you've already tried before, right? So you know people that are willing to try new things, right? I don't know if catfish has that, but let me just write it that way. Would you be willing to try a catfish product different from the ones you're used to? Right. So you know people that want to try new products, if you have, right? And then you give them that. And then the last question can now be something like what other improvements or stuff would you suggest? I mean, this is from the point of the catfish now. I don't know. What other improvements would you suggest a catfish should have? Whether maybe in terms of preparation. Now, this is an open question, right? For them to give you an answer. So this can be, maybe you want them, maybe especially those people who are already filled no. We've kind of left them out in most of all these other questions, right? Right. So here now you can now ask them what other improvements, or what improvements would you suggest a catfish should have? Now this is like a question that is trying to ask them, okay, is it those, for example, that maybe that I say they don't like the way it was prepared, or people that have different reasons for not liking it, or people that want to see different things being introduced into how catfish is being made or catfish is being prepared, they can now give you an answer here. And of course, it's a long text paragraph so that they give you an answer, right? So one thing you should note in this form, or when you're doing out a survey, is that you are putting it out to the general public. That's number one. These people are not inclined to give you answers. That's number two, right? They are not inclined to give you answers. They are not under compulsion. They don't owe you anything, right? So you need to keep the questions really quick, direct, and simple, easy for them to understand, right? And if you look at this survey, you see that most of our questions, we did not even put any question to be required, right? But I think we might have to do some of these questions to be required. So this is required, right? This required is they must answer the question. If not, they cannot submit the form, right? Now let me just show you how the form works like, right? So if we put this required on asterisk, they must fill this question, right? And this is just so they fill it, so you exactly know the information. Do you know the kind of information you want, or the information that you want to get from them? Right now, for this required, for those options that are these questions that have options for them to actually pick answers, you can make them required, because of course it's just a simple tap and go. But for those ones where they have to give you long answer text, like these ones, where you have a long answer text, right? And this other one, in as much as you want to know what their answers will be, right, you have to leave it open-ended. Don't force them to answer it. Don't go and put it on required. Right? Don't go and make it a compulsory question for them to answer. Otherwise, they might just leave your form, and the purpose of the form, or the purpose of your survey, will be defeated, because people don't like stress. Anything that will stress them, they don't want, right? So you want to leave that open-ended so that they can decide to answer it or not. The truth is that they will likely answer. They will most likely give you an answer, because number one, it is a leading question. If you look at it here, the first year was, if yes, how do you consume your catfish? So if we make this required, right? Just human psychology now. If we make this required, right, and someone says yes, somebody now picks, yes, that one. do you like catfish? Yes or no? And someone says no. Someone says yes here or no. So this is going to be required, right? The psychology will come down here to tell you you have already picked no, and they're asking you what are your reasons. So you would just want to state the reasons of you not liking catfish, and you can see it's a long answer text. So this might force them to give you some small, light form of explanation. People want to be heard, right? They want to be heard, but of course, it's not going to be compulsory that they want to be heard. So you want to leave that not you want to leave it as not required so that they can decide to give you an answer or not, which they will most likely give to you, right? They will most likely give you the answers. And all these other ones, you can always add the required and make your survey form great, right? Of course, by the time they give you responses, this is where you're going to see the responses. So if you look at the top of the form, you see this is questions and these responses. So people that give you responses, if someone replies to this form now, you're going to see one response, right? And you're going to see the answers that have been given, and some of them are going to be divided into what they call is now charts for you to be able to see the percentage and the percentage and the percentage of people that are answering different questions, right? We did not add gender here, but let's just leave the gender out of it, right? So we have responses, right? And we have questions. Now you can edit your form to whichever way you want to edit it to. So you just leave the form like this. It's that simple. You can just play around with it. You can add an image. You can always, of course, your survey form doesn't have to be long, so people don't get tired and bored, right? It's a survey to understand what people are feeling. You don't want it to be long. If they get long, if it gets long, they'll get tired and they will leave it, right? So you want it to be short, straight to the point, right? Now, when you want to send out this form, you can customize a theme, right? This is customized theme. So I can decide to change this text style from this to whatever. All these ones are not really a big deal. You can always leave your form the way you want, the way you have it to be, right? So I can decide to change it to this. Right. These are not really the major things. The major things are what you asked on the form and how exactly you arrange the questions so that the people can be able to give you answers. Now, when you want to share your survey form out, you come to this point where you have the send option. You tap on send, right? And you can see here that this is this form. And we set our form to not collect email addresses, right? But you might want to set your form to collect email addresses, right? So to collect email addresses means that the form automatically registers their email, right? So anybody that sends you a response, that's why I said sometimes it's not necessary to ask them for their details, just like I did not do, because you might already collect their details from here by getting their email, right? You have the verified where, so if I want to change this from do not collect email addresses to collect email addresses, you see here you have the verified. Verified is so far as the person has an email address and they fill the survey, you're going to get it. Then they have the responder input. The responder input is the one that they have to input their email addresses, right? And it's going to be compulsory. So they have to input their email address. So I can decide to put this as verified, right? And leave that. Now, so if you want to share this form, right? Let's start from afresh. So this is your survey that you have created and you want to share it out for people to be able to fill it, right? You then come down here to this send. You click on the send, right? When you click on this send, right, you click on this second this second one that looks like a link. Of course, it's supposed to be a link, right? Then you click on this, and then you're going to see the link will be out. But this link is too long, so you can't copy this kind of link and send. So you have this option to shorten the URL, which is to shorten the link. You click on shorten URL and the link will be shortened for you. And then you copy your link And when you copy it, you can go and paste it. I'll close this. And then you can paste it for people to fill out your survey form, right? You can paste it with a text, right? So I'm going to paste the link here now on the chat section. And you can see that my survey form has been pasted. I can decide to say, hey guys, right? So I can decide to add a text. Maybe I want to post it on my WhatsApp status. I can say, hey guys, I'm carrying out a survey to understand the consumption behaviors of catfish consumers. Very short, right? Please take out 5 minutes to fill out the survey and tell us what. Right, and then you paste the link and you push it, right? You see how it has come out. Hey guys, that's what's supposed to be guys, not guy. Okay, right, so you see, and people can fill up this your form. How can you rename a link? You can rename a link using bit.ly, but you have to pay for their premium version. You can't rename a link with their free freemium package. So oh, okay, I think you can. So let's rename. Okay, you want to rename a link, so let's take this link for instance, and let's go to bit.ly. Is this sharing? Let me know what you're seeing. Okay, so I think this is what you can see. So let's go to bit.ly. I don't think I have an account on this particular so you need to have an account with bit.ly. They are called, is a link shortener app, right? A link shortener where you can shorten links, right? You can only use 10 stores per month for the free version. Yeah. So yeah, you can actually rename links, and it's for the free version. So if you paste the link here, right? Let's say we have pasted this link, but you need to sign up to shorten it. So you need to have an account, right? I don't have an account on this particular platform. But yeah, you can use that bit.ly. You sign up, you have an account with them, right? For the free version, you can shorten your link and rename it, but you can only do you have only 10 free passes for a month, right? Yeah, that's what you can use for that. So we also how this was done. Is there any question? Is there any question from?
Sorry, please, it's not question, but I just want you to please, can you kindly brush through from the beginning for just 3 minutes, please?
From the beginning of this form?
It's not everything, just the beginning aspect, not
of this form, right? Of this survey.
Yes. How you got into this side.
Oh, okay.
Just the beginning aspect, please. I'm kind of recording the video, you get, but the beginning they start with it. So I want people in my group to be able to view the beginning of it. Do you get it, sir?
All right. So if you want to check out this form, right? This survey, close up now. You go here, you open, we open on your Chrome, your browser, right? If you open your browser, I hope that's what you're seeing on your screen now. Google, just Google.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah. So if you open your browser, you have your browser being open, Chrome browser precisely. That's what I'm using. You see this place where you have this 6 dots that form a square. There's something it's called, I can't get it now. You see this spot, you just click on it where you have the Google apps, right? And when you get that, you now see different Google apps, Google My Business, Profile Manager, Maps, YouTube for video apps, for video, Play Store, all of them, right? Just scroll down. So this is it. This is the beginning, and then you scroll down to the bottom, and then you're gonna see forms, right? This is where you have the forms, and you click on it, right? And it will open up. Once it opens, you now see, like you can see here, there are different forms that have been created. But if you open it, you're going to see some templates that they have. This is contact information. These ones are templates that Google has already created, already existing templates that you can just edit and use. You have the RSVP, you have party invite, you have t-shirt sign up. If you click on more, you're going to see more of them, right? So if you want to start afresh, which we just did, starting the form from scratch, you then click on this blank form, which you have this plus button. And when you tap blank form, it's going to open up a blank form for you, and it's untitled at the point of opening. And then you give your form your title, you give it a description, and then you start asking your various questions that you have to ask. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This shape at the top here that looks like moon.
Which one?
Can you come
This
to the
one?
top?
This
Yes.
one?
Yes.
Okay.
It's only if we want to design the title, right?
Yeah, if you want to customize the theme of the form, yeah. So you can design it, you can change the style, you can change the color. So I can change this color to this, I can change it to this. All right, so you can change the color of the background and all of those stuff. That's what that's for.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. We are really grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so can we try this? Can we try it? I want us to try it. Is it possible for us to try it in this class? Someone has already filled my form. Right, you can see a response. So I told you guys that you see responses here. So someone has already.
Fill the form, or we should.
No, you should make your own form. Yes.
It's not
Can we try?
that we are using, it's phone that we are using. Most of us, let me say me, I'm using phone.
Okay.
Will it be possible on phone?
Hold on. It's possible.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
All right, so thank you.
Sorry, just a moment. Okay. For phone, right? You have to go to your Play Store. I'm sure most of us have. Right. Those of us that are using Apple, go to our Apple Store, right? Then you download Google Forms because it's a Google app, right? You download the Google Forms app. Oh, hold on, let me confirm that that's it anyways. So if you go online, you're going to see various forms. There are so many of them, right? I just want to be sure before I give you that information, but I know it can be done with phone. It's been a while I did it on phone, so I can't really remember how it's done on phone now. It's always on system.
Is he still talking? Me, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, sorry, I'm here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so for those of us who are using smartphones, if you go to the Play Store, right, those of us who are not with a computer or a system at this time, you go to your smartphones, you go to Play Store, and you type forms for Google, right? Hopefully it should pop up in Play Store. Just do that. Let me see what and tell me what you see.
Hello, sir. Sorry, please. I'm a bit
Yeah.
out of what you just
Yeah.
said now. Can you just let me how I can do it on phone, please? Please, I'm
That's
sorry.
what I'm trying to explain.
Okay.
There is
phone,
form apps.
there's form
Forms.
apps, right? Forms app,
Yes.
survey
Yes.
that's not it. That's a different
There are
form
form.
app. But of course, like I said, there are different form apps that are available. Okay, like 5 people have already filled my form. Right? There are different form apps that are available, and you're supposed to be able to see it on Play Store because it's a Google app, right?
Okay.
And you're supposed to be able to see it on Play Store, but I think it is not there.
What's the name on the Play Store? What's the name?
Please, can we get the icon for it?
Oh,
Yeah,
the
because there are
icon.
so many options
Yeah,
here.
yeah, there are so many options there. Let me show you
Please,
the
can you
icon.
refer us back to the where you start so that we'll get the icon from
Yeah,
the.
that's what I want to show you now.
Okay, sir.
Hopefully you see it. I know. Okay, so this is what the icon looks like.
I think this will work better on a
Yeah, so
laptop.
it was better on laptop. So this is the icon. This is what it looks like. Forms. This purple one.
Forms.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not on the phone.
So, hello.
I think something that looks similar than that is shown in Google Docs.
Yeah. What did you say? Sorry.
The icon, this is not purple, it's blue though, but it looks similar
That is
for
not
the
the
one you're
same.
showing us, but it's showing Google Docs. Yeah,
No,
Google Documents, not apps.
Yeah, that's
Not
Google
forms,
Doc.
I mean.
That's not forms. That's Google Doc. We have Google
So
Docs.
there are
Google
also
Doc.
form apps here too.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, so you know what?
What of mobile form builder?
So all of these are different different
Apps.
forms, different apps that can be used to do surveys, right?
Yes.
And this is the one I used to show you. So I don't know if you can be able to use those ones so you
So
don't
I
get
was able
confused.
to find
Okay,
it.
so this will
Yeah.
better work
Okay.
on a laptop.
Morning,
Yeah.
everybody.
Yes.
Hold on, someone has been able to find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to find it on iOS.
Okay. It's on
Exactly.
iOS, right?
Oh,
Yes, on
okay.
iOS.
Yeah, I
It's a
think.
pop 3 lines, 3 parallel lines, and a dot in front of the
Yeah.
lines. So let me
Yeah.
just screenshot and send to you so you know what it looks like on my phone.
Yeah,
It's possible you should be able to get it on Android too. I want
I
to
think
believe it should be there.
I think it's the
So
Android users that are
it
finding
is
it difficult to
titled
see.
on app here it is titled Form for Google Forms.
Yeah.
So
form
it's
for
possible, and we
Google
also
Forms.
have forms from Google Forms, and there's another one, Google Doc.
Yeah, Google Doc is a document, just like you have Microsoft Word. So Google Doc is
Okay,
used as is the alternative for Microsoft Word.
let me try if I can
I
send on
also
my
saw another one that might look similar on Android. It's showing G-Form tools.
G-Form tools.
Yes, on Android.
And somebody already is on the chat now saying she has seen it. So it's possible it is there.
Google Docs have been a lifesaver since 19. Okay, you know what? Just type go to your browser and just type Google Form. Let's see what that will bring out.
Okay.
I have sent the screenshot of my own screen. You see it, there's under it is written forms besides Slack.
Okay.
So that is what it looks like. You check the chat box. So it's
Okay,
written
for those of
forms.
us who are finding it difficult, just type Google Forms on your browser.
Hello?
Okay. Yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Let me just say the best way to get this your Google Form. I don't know if you are using Android, just go to Google Drive.
Yeah, so if you go to Google Drive, if you're using Android,
yes, everything is there.
Yeah, it's there, but it's mostly for people. Some people might still not be able to access it. So let them just type Google Form on their browser.
Yes, I think we'll be able to use it.
Who has typed it? Do you see it?
I have, but I'm seeing different options that are not the same.
What are the options that
Click
you're
on
seeing?
the first option. It should bring it out. The first option should bring it out.
Someone already shared the link. It's like somebody
tell
with
you.
Android has gotten it. So the person has shared the link on the chat.
Yeah.
So we can click on that link to download it. Some people have gotten it on their own Google Android.
So I think that one is someone that tried to do their own just now. The person has already prepared their own form. Please shorten the link. I showed you how to shorten link. Who sends this? Titi Lope. Please shorten the link. You don't send the link that long. Nobody will look at your link if it's that long. Yeah. So just go to, so please mute yourself here. Just go to your Chrome browser. If you go to your Chrome browser, type Google Forms. Once you type Google Forms, you're going to see Google Forms sign in. You're going to see Google Forms online form creator / Google Space, which is the second this thing right on your right. Just tap on it. Once you tap on it, okay, someone has already sent a link. How do you delete a question? Hold on, I'm coming to that.
Oh, okay.
So if you're still finding it difficult to access, just use this link that has been sent to the group, right? And use it to download it. Use your Chrome. Okay, so someone is asking, how do you delete a question? Where's my form? Hold on. Yeah, so if you want to delete a question, we already have 6 responses. If you want to delete a question, right, you tap on the question, right? So let's say we want to delete this question that has age and all of this, right? If you tap on it, you just look at the delete button down. You can see my screen, right? If you tap on the question, you go down, you see the delete button. You can also duplicate the question, right? So see the delete button close to the required. You just delete your question from there. It's that simple.
Please, what did you tap on?
The question. You just hit the bar where the question is, right? So this is the question. You hit it, and then you type delete. Like this, let's see, this is location. I want to delete this question, location. I just tap, and you're going to see delete, and you delete it.
Okay.
So guys, let's prepare a form. Let's do for our various businesses, right? A survey. So the most important part is not just to do the survey. The most important part is the questions. What if you don't want options? The most important part are the questions and the kind of questions you ask. So if you don't want options, I don't understand what you mean by what if you don't want options, but if you want to change from options, like this now is a short answer. Okay, let's say for instance, this is a form. This is where we have age. Let's use this one. The person that asked the question, please look at it. This is age, right? And these are the options. So say you don't want these options, right? You come to the right-hand side of the form where you have this drop down. This is what we call a drop down. This arrow pointing down. You tap on it, right? And then you select what you want, right? We have short answer being where they can just give you a simple 1 or 2 lines answer, 1 to 2, 1 word, 2 words, or 3 word answers, not long, right? Then we have the paragraph. The paragraph is where they can give you detailed answers, long explanations, right? Then we have the multiple choice. Multiple choice is the one that they can pick one answer at a time, which is like these ones that we have here, 18 to 25, 25 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60. Then we have check boxes, right? Check boxes are the ones that they will have to tick the boxes for multiple answers you get. Then we have the drop down. Drop down is where they have to drop down. That is, I don't really advise you use drop down, right? File upload are people who want people to upload files, right? Maybe you want people to upload picture, you want people to upload a document, you want people to upload a video. That's where they can upload a file, right? So for these other ones, you don't need to worry about them. So just leave all these ones. I hope you understand now. So if you don't want options, you click on this spot, right? And then you choose what you want to choose. If you don't want options, that means you either need the short answer or paragraph answer, whichever of it, because the rest involve options. Right. Okay. So this is 12 minutes after 12. I'm going to give us time to prepare this stuff, right? From now till this is the so we're having 15 minutes. So you have 15 minutes to do this, or 17 minutes, right? From now till 12:30 p.m., right? Fill out your forms just like I advised, like we have done. Prepare your survey form. Please ask relevant questions. Please, relevant questions. That's the most important thing, and how you structure the questions. Prepare your survey form, right? Shorten the link. Don't send any long link, please. Shorten the link, right? And when we come back, we are going to look at it and look at the form, look at the kind of questions that have been asked, and know how to go about it, right? So let's just use this time to do that, to work on that. Right. Okay. Oyesola hand is up. Isani, yeah, please. You have the floor. Isani, Oyesola, your hand is up. The question.
Okay. Hello,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, ma, I can hear you.
What I'm saying is,
Where do you click on? Are you able to get all those multiple choices, the paragraph? Can you please show me? Because the network cut me off. I just came in not quite long back.
Okay,
So
so this is where you have, you see this place you have, let's say for instance, you've asked this question, right? Okay,
yeah.
let's say I want to add another question. Let me just use another question. So I add a question, right? And I want to ask gender. Let's say I want to add gender, right? This is where you have those options on your right hand side. This drop down.
Okay.
You click on it, and then you see short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down. Choose what you want. That is necessary. All right.
Then please, I was trying to edit that untitled form. I was trying to delete
Okay.
it, and it's not, as in after a while, to come back to untitled form. Like from my phone, I wanted
See,
to
just highlight it. So if you delete everything at once, it will come back, right?
Okay.
Just highlight it like this and type what you want to type.
All right. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. So I'll leave you guys to do it.
We should do our own, Abby.
Yes. Now, please.
Hello, sir.
And yes, 15 minutes is what you have. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for the time spent with us.
So
It's
far.
really full time. But I would like to ask some questions
All
as
right.
regards part of my own line of business. I'm a program therapist, excuse me, of which I work with ADHD children, autistic children as well. Also,
Yeah,
my
special
business,
needs.
yes, very well. Also, my business, my other side of business, I sell some products, foodstuffs. That's Iru, but the kind of locust beans, it's majorly for eye, for the eye. For the eye,
Okay.
it's not the normal locust beans. It's just for the. So how do I push my product on Amazon, e-commerce, all the African shop, all the African shop? Because I noticed that most people order from there.
Okay. We'll look at that.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay. This person possible.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Please.
Hmm? Okay, I can't hear you. So let me share my screen so we can go through this form together and see what it
Hello,
looks
can you hear
like.
what I said? Hello, sir. Can you hear what I said?
What did you say, ma?
I said the network is not that good. Can you please let me repeat what you said earlier, please?
I've not really said anything. I just said I want to go through the forms. That I don't pick your form. Don't be offended because I'm picking at random. That's what I said. Nothing really. Okay, let me share my screen. All right, so we have here breast cancer. We have a breast cancer screening. Welcome to our breast cancer screening awareness and experience survey. Your insights play a crucial role in understanding perceptions and experiences related to breast cancer screening. Okay. First question is, have you ever undergone a breast cancer screening? If yes, please specify the type of screening. What factors influence your decision to undergo or not undergo breast cancer screening? Are you aware of the recommended age and frequency for breast cancer screening? Have you received education or information on breast cancer and screening methods from healthcare providers? How comfortable are you in discussing breast health and screening methods from healthcare professionals? What improvements or initiatives do you think would encourage more individuals to participate in breast cancer screening? Okay. So this form is good, right? Okay, so this form, this survey, survey makes sense. Welcome to our breast cancer screening awareness and experience survey. Your insights, crucial understanding, perception. Okay, so the only problem I have is that you did not really take any demographic information.
Sorry, sir, please speak louder, sir. We can't hear you very well.
You can't hear me. This is the voice I've been using since now. What happened? Can you hear me now?
We went for a break. We went to go and eat.
Can you hear me now?
Can hear you. That just
You're kind of low.
We can't hear you.
Clearly.
We're
the
hearing
voice
you now.
is
Sometimes
low.
your voice is fluctuating, so it comes up and it goes
I think it's
down back.
I think it's the network. I don't know. Because
It's
I'm
clear
using
now.
this. I'm using the same tune. Okay. All right. So, like I said, the only problem I have with this form is that this who has this form, you did not include
What's going on?
demographic information. That's the
Okay,
only issue.
sir. Noted. Noted. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
it's yours. Yeah. So
Yes,
that's the
sir.
only issue. That's the only issue I have mostly. So they are supposed to be demographic information, their age, yeah. So you know
Location.
the age grade of people. So you know the age grade of people that have this or that have gone for breast cancer screening and all of that, right? I know it's mostly ladies, but mostly women. So you're targeted at ladies or women, but you still need to specify the ages, so you know. Specify the type of screening. Yeah, makes sense. Have you undergone breast cancer before? Makes sense. You just dive straight into the point, which is not still bad, but you need that demographic information. It's very important. What factors influence your decision to undergo or not undergo breast cancer screening? Okay. Are you aware of the recommended age? Okay. Have you received education?
Noted.
Okay. I think the forms are so the questions really make sense. So I think the only issue or the only challenge I have is the demographic information, but you did a really good job. Well done.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your insight.
Hello.
Yes.
Can I add something?
Yes.
And again, when filling something like this, you need to put the required feed.
Yeah.
It's just a suggestion, but yes. Because some people might skip some. Yes.
Yes, I heard that. Thank you. I missed that. So the required supposed to be, especially for these ones, like I said, especially for these ones that have options, right? So that they can really fill it out, so you can really get answer, right? And the short answer ones, those will have short answer paragraphs as well, right? Because I think some of them are short answer. Then those ones that require maybe really long explanations, like this, any additional comments or suggestion regarding breast cancer screening you like to share, you can leave that optional, right? That one doesn't need to be required. Okay, so that's on that.
All right, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. Let me check the next one really quickly. So I'll just close this one first.
I can't hear anything. No, I'm serious.
You can't hear anything.
These people should tell that lady how to.
Because he's not saying anything. That is why you can't hear anything. If he starts talking, you will hear.
I also think that if
Okay.
okay.
Okay, let me look for the next form. So I'm picking at random, like I said. So I want
Make
to
my
put
own at random, please.
a package creation, your plug for beautiful body fitted garments. Okay, let me copy this one. Oh, did you shorten your link? That's my problem now. Okay, so let me close this one that I've already finished with and open this one. Yeah, I already have one here open. Understanding the consumption of Zobo. I don't know how this. This survey is just to know how much people consume Zobo drink. Very simple, straight to the point and direct. Okay, you're taking emails. Age 18 to 25. All right. Do you consume Zobo? If yes, why? If no, why? How often do you consume Zobo drink? How do you prefer your Zobo drink? How would you rate our Zobo drink? So this one now is more like you are, I don't know, you're asking people like a survey. This one is more like you are asking your already existing customers or people. This one is more like you are getting feedback. So this one now is more like a feedback survey where you are getting feedback from your customers that have already used your product, and you are asking them how much they rate your product. That's what I can see from this survey for this person that did this, understanding the consumption of Zobo. Because the last question says, how would you rate our Zobo drink? So that means it's for people who have tested your Zobo drink, except that is your aim or your goal or your objective for this form, right? I don't know, maybe that is what you want. I'm not certain, I'm not sure, right? So but if that is your aim and your goal, no problems, right? But if that is not, I think you might want to change your questions and tweak it to be something that would give you more insights, right? You have age, you have you have age, you not ask for gender, you not ask for location. I don't know why. Those questions are very important. You see age, you see gender, you see location, those demographic information, demographic details, right? That help you understand their habits, right? I understand that I don't understand where they are, their geographic locations and all those stuff, their age group and all of these things. Then this one now is to understand their interests and their behaviors, right? These other questions that you're asking, like, do you consume Zobo? If yes, if no, if yes, why? Do you consume Zobo? How much do you consume or how often? Yeah. Practically so many people drink Zobo, but it's okay. I like the question. How would you prefer your Zobo drink, right? Yeah. The only problem I have is not enough demographic details, one. Not enough in-depth questions, two. No question to also warrant them to give you some level of details or explanation. Because I mean, if you're discussing with somebody, the person will definitely give you some explanations for certain things. So aside this, if not why, if yes, why, no other question that will actually warrant them to actually speak their mind or speak their truth. And then the form also looks like you're giving it to people who have already used your product before. So except that's the case, right? Which maybe that is the case, then no problems. I'm good. So just take these corrections that I've made on this form first and see what you can improve. Whoever has this, as if you're still in this class. Is anybody that did not shorten their link? I will not open their form. Okay, feedback survey. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't see that. All right. So I'll be picking, it has to be very random. So let me go to people that submitted earlier, much earlier. Ability, Emerson. Understand. Which one everybody are using understanding? That I used understanding your what consumption does not mean that we all have to use understanding, right? Right? It does not have to be understanding. So let me just look at his ability, Emerson.
I know is understanding.
Hold on. Understanding rights consumption. There is no description of your form. Ability, no description. That's wrong. You need to have a description so people know what they are feeling. Right? Understanding rights consumption. What are they feeling it for? What do you want to use their understanding rights consumption for? Right? Now you get down straight, you dive straight. How often do you eat rice? First question. Second question. How do you prepare your rice? Do you like fried or jollof? If yes, why? If no, why? Okay. So I feel like there's a lot of problems with this one. How often do you eat your rice? Right. First, there is no demographic information again. Number one. Number two. How often do you eat your rice? Do you eat rice? Well, maybe there are people that don't eat rice regularly. Okay, but some questions that I feel like are quite certain that you know that, well, except maybe there are, so maybe, but I know that so many people eat rice and they eat it regularly. Then you have here, how do you prepare your rice? So since you've asked, how do you prepare your rice? I don't think this, do you like jollof or fried, should be here anymore. Because you've asked them how do they prepare their rice. Or you could have simply said, how do you like your rice prepared, right? And then you now give them the options of jollof, fried, boiled with stew, Nipa rice, Bimpa Moi rice, just give them the options of fada rice, Then they have those options. So there will be no need to start having this other option again. And then if yes, why? If no, why? I think this form, I think you can do something better. I think you can do something better. Yeah, I really think you can do something better than this. This makes sense, no doubt. It looks okay. But I think the questions can be coined better and you can have more good questions that you can actually get insights, relevant insights that you want to get from your people, right? From the people that you are going to want them to fill your form or to fill your survey, right? So I think you can do better on that. So let's skip this. Let's go to somebody else. Okay. Who's this? Understanding your cravings. Understanding. Good having bakery and cafe. And then you have email. And then you now have direct questions. Have you heard about your bakery or cafe? We offer indoor. We offer indoor and outdoor services on pastry, shawarma, chin cakes, coated peanuts. Would you like to see anything else on our menu? Please state below. Okay, so how much can you spend on a sitting? What each can which of our menu are you likely to order? Yes, I know is it close to you. As a first customer, how far would you like us to give to you? Are you in Lagos? You're advertising your business, so who is this person? Whose phone is this?
I'm the one.
This is not a survey, this is more like an advertisement. Because I'm seeing your business plastered. I'm seeing your business plastered everywhere. See, let's not get it wrong. The aim of a survey is to understand your customer behavior, understand your potential customer behavior, most especially for customers that you don't even have yet, that you are looking to have, your target market, your target customers. If questions on this your survey, first of all, look like questions that are for people that have already patronized you before. Number one. Number two, they are pushing business everywhere. They are pushing your business plastered all around, right? That's number two. What else? Number three, some questions are also supposed to be in one. For instance, you've asked, are you in the, you ask, some questions supposed to come. So another thing is that your question arrangement, right, it has a whole big role to play, right? Some question arrangements have a whole big role to play, right? So you see here, you have are you in Lagos down here? Before you now had you're in Lasamaja motion, is it close to you, right? So in as much as I don't really buy the idea of this question, if you want to arrange your questions, you also know how you want to arrange them, right? You see, are you in Lagos? First of all, it's supposed to come before this one, because before a person we want to patronize you, that means they have to be in Lagos first, and then this motion that has to be close to them. So that one has to come before this one, right? As a first-time customer. So this is more like your survey is more like people that are patronizing you, not people that have not patronized you, that you're trying to understand their customer behavior. Because you're saying you offer both indoor and outdoor services. So let's say you want to do this survey for outdoor, so you know people that you can go and meet them outside, so you can, I don't have to come to your shop, right? That they want to, I don't have to come to your venue that you want to do delivery for, right? So the questions will be more targeted at what these people will most likely look out for if they want you to deliver food to them, and what they will most likely want if they don't want to come out, if they don't have time to come to a physical venue to eat, but would like to taste your meals, right? So you can find a way to craft them better, right? There's too much of your business pushing how much they can spend and all of those stuff. I don't really.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and there's no description of your form as well. Don't confuse your
Okay,
audience.
I'll work on that. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I wanted to say something. Let me just.
We'll say what you want to say so I can move on. Okay. Okay, so after this one, I'll be checking just one more, and that will be it. Fruity Empire, healthy drinks consumption survey. This is just a survey for to know typographical errors, grammatical errors. This is just a survey to know how often you consume health drinks. So, like I said, right, for some of these surveys, you want to also put those disclaimer where you're telling them that their information will not be used for irrelevant things. For some, though, and of course, like I said, dependent on the business. I didn't see anybody do that. I've not seen anybody do that so far. This is just a survey to know how often you consume health drinks, I think you can make this description better so that people really understand exactly what they are filling out. Location, age, how often do you consume a health drink? So add gender. Remember to always add gender. Add gender. How often do you consume a healthy drink? What factors? What is your definition of healthy drink? Let me even ask. Who has this from? Who has this?
Are you asking a question, sir?
Yes, I'm asking the person that has this one.
I'm the one.
Yeah, so what is your definition of a healthy drink? What are healthy drinks? Because not everybody knows what a healthy drink is. And you're asking, the first question you're asking them after their demography is, how often do you consume a healthy drink?
Okay. Healthy drinks are alternative to sodas.
I think you want to put it there somehow. Find a way to let them ask them first of all, if they understand what healthy drinks are. Right?
Okay. Okay.
So you even know if your people understand what healthy drinks are, because some people do not even know drinks that are healthy and those that are not. Some people just consume everything, right? So you need to find out that if they even know what healthy drinks are, right? Then before you now go down to now ask them how often do they consume healthy drinks, a healthy drink.
Okay, sir.
What
Thank
factors
you.
influence your choice of drinks? Taste, health benefits, brand. Do you prefer drinks sweetened with dates and fruits? Do you love Zobo drink? How do you drink? Do you drink Tiger Nut drink? Okay. What do I have here? Would you prefer drink sweetened with dates and fruits? Then do you love Zobo drink? Do you drink Tiger Nut drink? I don't know. Those questions sound somehow in my ears.
Hello, I said I wanted to say something before.
Okay, I say it.
Okay, let me just use this opportunity. Teaching us about this Google form is not it's not for everybody. Because you want to do a survey, you just go ahead and start putting things that you're not supposed to put in a form or a survey form.
Yeah.
And please let us understand that it's not everything you put on your survey form.
Yes, of course, it's not everything.
Yeah.
So
I want to say it's not as if we cannot, it's because of the time limits. That's why it's like a rushed work.
Yeah, I know.
I think that is it. It's not as if we don't understand what you asked us to do. But it's a rush work and everybody is trying to submit something.
No, understand your area of specialization and do the needful. It's not that do you like Zobo drink? How often do you? All those kind of. There are some questions you don't even need to ask. Yes.
That's what I've been saying, right? So,
yes.
I understand that it's a rush. These things take time. So I just wanted you guys to do something. Let me see if you really understood what happened in class. I can see that some of you understood it already. This thing takes time. Sometimes you have to rack your brain 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, sometimes even the whole day to pick out relevant questions. So I understand, right? I understand perfectly. And now I love this question. This one. What information would you like to see on product labels to make an informed decision about a healthy beverage? I love this question, right? But I would have preferred it if it is a checkbox where you give them the kind of information you want them to, the kind of information that they feel like, or you feel like it will be relevant on the level of the drink, right? So it's a very brilliant question, but I think it can be a checkbox. That's where they can pick more than one. Then you give them the information, right? So they can pick it. But I love that question. Makes a lot of sense. How likely are you to try a new brand that specializes in, on a scale of 1 to 5? Okay, you could have used a scale, but this is still okay. So I'm sure you know there's a scale. If you look there, you see, if you check one of the options when you are picking these options, you see scale. But this is still okay, right? And okay, I think this is good. I think some of us have really cut it up. So it's not every question you put there, right? And just like you have mentioned, I understand everybody's a rush work. This thing doesn't have to be rushed. Right? It takes some time, it takes some efforts, it takes some thinking, deep thinking to think about relevant questions. Sometimes it takes you understanding what is already existing, right? So I just wanted us to do something so we can see.
It's also about what you can even Google, like, just to have an idea of the questions that you can ask people. You
Yeah,
can go online.
that's also there, right? I think
Please check the one that doesn't have understanding.
So please check my own.
I'm
Mine
trying
does
to
not
send.
understanding.
Please help me.
I don't know where.
Please check my own.
There is one that is bit.ly runs by the survey.
Gayat. R&B classic couture. Yeah. Know your customer survey. Yeah. R&B classic couture is collating new collections for their new set of ready to wear, and we would love to be, and we love you to be part of it. We're dedicated to giving our customers the best, to giving our customers the best, and your opinions to people better to our success. Yeah, I love this. What's it called? Description. Makes sense. Age, yeah. Occupation, yeah. It's a couture, so you need to know the occupation. People that have money that will buy it, or people that are unemployed, or people that are students. How often do you change your wardrobe? Okay, good, great. What's your fashion style? What are your preferred types of clothing? Okay. What are your preferred types of fabrics? Yes. What is or slash are your preferred colors? What's the highest amount you've ever paid for an outfit? Good. Okay. Would you like to receive updates on our ready-to-wear collections dropping soon? Would you like to be one of the first people that get to see our new collection when it's ready? This also comes with a lot of juicy offers and freebies. Kindly drop yours. Okay, nice. Okay, good. I like this.
I think somebody that dropped this is already in the game already.
Yes.
Yes, it's already in the game already.
I love this. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Explain what you have, what you want, and what you want them to give back to you. Straight to the point.
Right?
Yeah.
No beating around the bush. Go straight to the point.
Yes.
Stated relevant things. Ask relevant questions. And you're there.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You're welcome.
The person that has this phone didn't do it like a learner at all.
It's not this person. That is what I'm saying. This person is not a learner.
She's not a learner at all.
She has
She's
been in the game.
doing this, yes.
Yes, that is what I'm
Because
saying.
it's so
the way she
perfect.
dropped the letter heading and all that, she has been in the game.
Yes, it's so perfect. Yes.
That is a learner. Can you
Please,
check my?
Yes, I'm a learner too. Please check mine. I just dropped mine.
The truth is that of course everybody cannot be at the same pace. That's why you see I'm trying to take my time to make sure I carry everybody along, because I understand that everybody cannot be at the same pace. Everybody does not know. I know that there are some people that know this thing before now. There's some people that are just hearing of it for the first time. So they will have to take it step by step, right? I'll check this last one so we can move on. 1:45 already. Krusty Crisp Foods Limited. Age range, okay. Crispy Foods, Crisp Food Limited. New review form. Okay, do better with your description. Age range, yeah, email address. Okay. Email address, contact number. No. Doesn't want to. You don't want to be like you want to take their details. People are skeptical about giving their personal details out, right? So no, it's email address, contact number. No. How long have you patronizing us? This one, of course, is now for people that have patronized you before. Okay, so I think the mistake most of us are making, and I've noticed, is that I know that most of us already have businesses, right? And we already have customers, right? So if you already have a business and you already have customers, right, you want to still expand your business ideas into what you feel like maybe the market now needs that you don't know about, because every day trends are happening, things are changing. So you want to tailor down this survey to be able to understand those needs that people have now, right? If it is for people who have already purchased from you before, that's fine. I understand that, right? That's like a different survey altogether. That one now, you are going to be giving that one to your customers, specifically to your customers, right? Maybe you have a group chat where you have all your customers, or you have a community where you have all your customers. Then you can just put that kind of form where only your customers are going to be giving you their feedback, right? But in a case or a situation where it is not just your customers that you want to actually fill out your survey form, you want to get feedback from people who have never bought from you before, you don't want to ask them questions like if they have bought from you before, right? But they don't even know you to start with, right? So that is that. So let us all understand this, right? Just simple things, or simple one or two things that I feel like are relevant that we need to know about. Okay. But so far so good from what I have seen. Everybody have done well. You guys have tried. It's been brilliant. Like I said, everybody's not on the same pace, right? And need to understand that and give room for the fact that there are people that will not learn as fast as some other people, and there are people that will have to take their time and do this thing over and over and over again for them to be able to get any of these stuff right. So let's just understand that, and let's just try to work on the corrections that have been made and try to see the things that we can do better to make these things go better, right?
Okay, suggestion.
Right? Suggestion, okay.
Yes, in place of that contact number, she can put optional.
Yes.
Like yes, she can put optional. If the person likes to drop, the person will drop. If the person doesn't like, the person will just skip over.
So I think the only reason why I would think that can be in that form is because the form already is for people that have already bought from her before, existing customers.
Okay.
Your existing customers will not really be worried about giving you their contact details. But I mean,
Yes,
somebody who has never bought from you before, out of the blue moon, you want his contact details.
That's why I said optional. Yes, like optional.
Okay, so I think I've checked most of the forms. Like I said, it's going to be random and it's counting everybody. Right? Somebody asked a question earlier about putting their products on online selling platforms. So I'll tell us for that of Jumia in the next 10 minutes before we end this class, because the class ended by 2 on the dot. Now, please mute. Who's not muted? You're making a very serious sound that is stopping me. Please, everybody mute. I can see some people are not mute. So for those of us who would like to sell on Jumia, right? Selling on Jumia is let me just log into the Jumia listing so you can see it. I'm not going to really run us down through it. I'll just tell you the requirements that I know of to sell on Jumia. I'm sure some of us already have been selling on Jumia, maybe or maybe not, right? So if you yeah, so this is the Jumia, right? This is the Jumia app. If you open Jumia on your phone, in even if you open it on your phone now or on your system, this is how the Jumia homepage appears, right? Who is unmuted?
I didn't can unmute everybody now, have you?
Yeah, I've muted them. All right. So if you open the Jumia page, this is what it looks like, right? Just simply scroll down to the end, to the bottom, or the footer, rather, it's called footer, to the footer of the page, right? And when you go down here, right, you will now see make money with Jumia, right? You see this make money with Jumia, and then you now see sell on Jumia, right? And once you click on sell on Jumia, you now have the sell on Jumia. You see the origins and all these ones, right? So you then you see testimonials and all of this stuff, right? And then you start filling out their why sell on Jumia for vendor hub, start selling, right? So if you click on this, then you have to sign up to start selling on Jumia, right? So the sign up process, the registration process is very simple, right? It's not difficult. You just know it's just a prompt. They prompt you put your country name, the information that they will ask of you. I think it is not compulsory that you need to have a CAC to sell on Jumia. Yes, just know that you must not have a CAC. That's a business registration document or whatever, right? But if your business is, you can always sell on Jumia. You have a verified email account. They can verify your email. You have your phone number. You have your location. You put certain relevant information, and then you put the identification, this thing, like NIN, or I think it's mostly NIN or voter's card, right, to verify your identity and all of those stuff. And after you have been verified, you can start selling because you now have a back end, a dashboard where you can sell. But the major things are to know exactly what it entails when you want to sell on Jumia, right? First of all, you need to know that you are going to be competing with a lot of people, right? And you can see that there are a lot of products on Jumia, right? And Jumia takes how many percent? Some certain percentage, I think about 11% or 13%. Yeah, I think 13%. Yeah, about for every sales that is made on their platform, right? And you can see that sometimes you go to Jumia, you're seeing different products, different prices. That's because those products are from different vendors, like you. Jumia does not own even one product, right? Now, understand that you have to take good pictures of your products, very good pictures of your products on a white background. If you cannot take it on a white background, a plain white background, you take it on a good surface and then you remove the background. But the picture has to be clear and high quality, right? And then you also have to always update so these are the things you need to know. It's not a long journey. So start selling is register, and then you can start uploading your products, but know the relevant things, right? If you have pictures on white background, which is one of the requirements, and the pictures are subject to approval, right? So even after taking your pictures of your product, the Jumia team has to approve it to go live or to be on the website. If they don't approve it, you have to take it again. If they don't approve it, you have to take it again until it meets their requirement of high quality and the specification they ask for, and then it can be approved. Then you can now put it on your platform, on your page, or on the Jumia this thing. So once also ensure that what is available, what you put up, you have it available, right? So it has its pros and its cons. The pros is that you will likely make a lot of sales. The cons is that sometimes what you don't have available might cost you. For instance, if you have a blue wristwatch, say you have a blue wristwatch, say you're selling watches, and you have a blue wristwatch, and you put up your blue wristwatch on Jumia, right? And someone comes and places an order. And just so you know, if someone places an order, you have 3 days to deliver it to Jumia. So you have to pack it up, packaging. The packaging, you take care of it, right? You print your packaging bags and all those things. When you get to their office, they will don't seal. I don't always advise that you seal the bag. You don't seal the bag because when you get to the office, to the Jumia office or the Jumia checkpoints where they usually send the items to people from their vendors, a Jumia station close to you, they will have to still verify the product that it is authentic and it is actually what the person wants to buy, because they take their customer this thing very seriously, right? So after they are verified, they now seal your product. So you practically have 2 days, right, to deliver to them, because after you deliver to them, they will now deliver it to the people that are going to buy, right? And then they give your own percentage and take theirs. So the thing is, if say you have a blue watch on your on Jumia and someone places an order for the blue watch, right? Make sure that once the order has been placed and confirmed, you take it down. If not, that is for people that need this, right? Because I know it's not everybody that needs this particular side of business. If you don't take it down, and maybe someone else comes to that place and sees that watch as still available or not, and it's not yet sitting out of stock, and sees it as still available and places an order, and you do not have it to deliver to the person, you end up paying Jumia for it because you pay them for losses. So if their policy is, if you cannot deliver a product that has been placed, that an order has been placed, you have to pay. You pay them a certain amount for it, right? So just have all these things at the back of your mind. I'll send us a video, a link to a video, a lady that sells on Jumia, a YouTube link. Send it to the admin, so she'll send it to your group chat, so you can all watch the video and really understand these things I'm trying to tell you now and what it all entails on how to sell and put your products on Jumia. Now, do not be scared, because people have been selling on Jumia for years and they have not regretted it and they are making money. It's just for you to stick to their rules and stick to their policies and have something delivered on time, right? Always make sure you have so many things in stock, right? Because if you have to go and deliver to their office first, after delivering there, say for instance, maybe you have because there are times that you might be making a lot of sales, so you need to ensure that you have those things well in stock so that you don't have to falter on any of their policies. And if someone places an order, you can always have it available to deliver to Jumia, so they can deliver to the person and you make your money without stress, because you're not going to be doing any advertisement of any sort. They have all of those things on their platform. They already have a very big amount of users that are always using their platform, so you don't have anything to worry about. You just need to stick to their rules and their policies, right? I think that's on that. So far, is there any question?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
I can see on the screen there is sell on Jumia or sell globally on Jumia. What's the difference between these two?
Sell on Jumia is specific to a country, being Nigeria. Sell globally is outside, global seller, right? That you're selling your products across Africa. There's an explanation written there. Jumia global seller and sell your product across Africa, right? And this one, if you have not grown to that level yet, I think you should just stick to sell within your country, being this first one, right? And just sell. That's the difference.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir. The question I would like to ask, sorry, sir, as regards one of my clients sent me something with an attachment. I opened it initially. I was meant to fill it and sign back. But I acknowledged that I saw it. But later I was unable to find it again. What do I do? That's on my Gmail. That's number one. Two, the Google Meet. My Google
Yes, ma'am.
Meet is always having an issue of verifying me,
Google
even
Meet.
with my number. So I don't know what I pressed in the settings. I've not been able to access the Google Meet when we have a remote stuff from home. So these have always been my challenge.
Yeah. Your Gmail account being your email. You said you can't find the
attachment. Initially, when you sent it, I saw the attachment and I acknowledged it. So later, when I was meant to fill the form, I don't know how. So I've been going to the attachment. I was unable to find it.
The attachment is no longer there.
Yes.
And you did not. Have you checked your downloads? If maybe you've downloaded it.
I downloaded it. Yes, when she sent it, I downloaded it.
Then
so I was not.
I think you should check your downloads. You should be able to see it. So
Okay, how do I do
that? I think if you go to your download section of your phone, or you go to your file section, you go to where you have documents. Your phone, precisely. If you downloaded it, that means you downloaded it to your phone. Go to your documents, right? Your phone documents, and
I think if she remembers the name of the file, when she goes to documents, she can actually use the search button to type in a name. Maybe it's something, a figure that is in the file. She'll be able to, the file will pop up on its own. If she remembers any name that is on the file or alphabets, that's what helps me most times.
I think you could try that. If it works, if you should see it, then yeah, just like she said, if you know the name of the file, just search. The search button is to help you just search for things quickly and easily, so you can find it. Then for your Google Meet, that Google Meet, I'm kind of confused on it right now, because you're saying it's always verification, and I don't know why. Maybe there's a glitch from your end, because Google Meet is registered with your Gmail account, right? So the moment you have a meeting, you just select the Gmail account that is connected, that you want to use to attend the meeting and attend your meeting. So what exactly is the error message that you get? Let me know.
It's anytime I input the phone number, it's saying wrong number of digits.
Phone number for Google Meet?
Yes.
No. I don't think phone number works for Google Meet. So if you have a Gmail account registered on your phone, right? The only thing you need to do is, when there's a meeting link, you just tap on the link, right? Once you tap on the link, it's going to open up. If it's a Google Meet link, it's going to open up Google Meet link immediately. And then you're going to select the email you want to use. If you have just one email on your account, on your phone, it automatically opens your Google Meet with that email. There's no need for a phone number or anything. I don't think there's any phone number. I think those numbers are when they copy the link in full, all those numbers that they have. You don't need that. Just click the link. Once you click the link, it opens direct to your Google Meet and you join with your email.
Because, sir, what I'm saying is that anytime I go into it, it just pop up the phone number. When I go to
I think I don't know. I can't really tell what is going on now, except I have to see this for myself, right? Maybe if I see it for myself, I'll understand the error that is going on. But you telling me, I'm just having vague ideas. I can't really tell exactly what is wrong. So I don't know. Are you in Lagos? Ma? I can't hear you. The network is becoming bad. I can't hear you. Well, the network is bad.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma.
Okay, please, if you can get back to her, maybe if she can come back, maybe
Yes,
tell her to screenshot what we hear and send to
exactly.
the platform. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I think that's what she'll do for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I said I'm in Lagos.
Will you be in the physical class and the next class?
Okay.
If you'll be there,
If
right?
if I'm not having a remote work for that time, I
Yeah,
should.
if you
If
attend,
I'm not
I'll see it, or send it or screenshot it. Right? Have a screenshot of what error message you have, and you send it to the admin. I don't even know how I would do the same. Please just try and attend the physical class, so I'll see you. And I
Sorry,
look at the,
please.
I'll
I
look
think
at
the problem. Sorry, sir. Hello, sir.
ma.
The problem I'm having is I'm unable to save. I don't know how I missed it up to see the place to save the Google form. So when after doing it, I was unable to save. So that was why I didn't screen.
Okay. There's no way you save. It saves automatically. You just need to
Oh, okay,
copy.
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Right.
Thank you so much for your time today.
Last question, please.
Oh yeah, ask.
This Jumia and this sell on Jumia, does it have a package? Like, no, there are some platforms where you have to subscribe to a certain package, maybe like silver, gold, or premium for you to
No,
sell.
it does not. From what I know, it does not. You just need to follow their guidelines and and stick to their rules. Give them. They will always take their percentage when they mix, because of course they're the ones that are going to take the money first.
All right.
Right? They keep it in holding just in case the people complain about the product. You know, people return products sometimes and they have a 7-day window. So if the products are not returned, they send your money to you because you put your account details. They'll send your money, your own percentage to you and take their percentage. So from what I know, there is no package of any other stuff. All right, that will be the much we'll take for today. Thank you so much.